All right, guys, we're here for another masterclass. Today, I think QL will be doing, just been having a bit of a chat with Ninja about some soreness that he's been feeling right now. So maybe you can take over and maybe just explain to me so I can get a bit more of an idea of what's going on.
So I can feel some stuff under my ribs here and sort of more up around here and then close in to the spine as well, but probably this round here I'd say would be
Under
QL
that ribs,
kind of,
yeah.
I don't know if that's QL or, but I just feel it here and just a bit tender along this line. So
yeah, do you feel like you want to maybe stretch it out or how have you been managing it?
Yeah, when I compress it, I can feel it, and when I stretch it out, it kind of feels good. So
okay.
Yeah, maybe I was a bit off balance or doing some heavy carries.
Walks,
You know,
that one-sided, maybe one at a time, kind of hits one area a bit more than the other.
Yeah, so yesterday I was feeling it through here.
Sure.
Just noticed, I didn't feel it at the time, but I noticed it when I'd cool down and the next day type of thing. So
okay. So we might do this one face down to start, and we'll do a bit of dynamic work again today, which we've been doing for the past couple sessions as well with Ninja. So we'll see how we go with this one. So just get comfortable, Ninja. All right, you're comfy in there, mate?
yeah, man, go for it.
Lost my cream, let me grab some of that. Here we go. So again, for this general area, when I'm doing back stuff anyway, I always like to start on the sacrum. I think it's this center of gravity we have in the body, and a lot of different forces orient themselves through here, so we just unpack a lot through the upper back into the hip and glute just by starting on this area. Bit of a warm-up actually. So Ninja, how are we feeling with that contact, man?
Yeah, liking it, loving it.
Yeah.
It sort of feels like a really safe, therapeutic kind of thing. It's good to feel that weight.
Always good to start like this, you know, feeling safe, good weight, feeling therapeutic. It's just a nice touch to enter into treatment with. Particularly if we're, going to go deeper later on in the session, you kind of want to warm up to things, It's just a nicer sensation in general.
Definitely feel some stuff through there, the money spot. It
So,
feels like it was going to crack or something too.
Yeah.
Felt good mobilising it.
Nice bit of decompression here on the SI joint, on the hip. Usually the body appreciates a fair bit of pressure through here, so just make sure you're connected. I'm kind of riding the line of the hip here, the iliac crest as I move up. And this is where the QL will attach to. We're not that far out yet on this line, but it is the source of, or the attachment of the QL. So yeah, that muscle that Ninja, thinks it probably is. It's got an attachment here on that hip bone, and it works up this way onto the lowest rib. So any sort of extension in the spine, lateral flexion in the spine, that's what that muscle facilitates. So I'm probably coming to where the QL will attach to. Ninja, how you feeling right here, man?
Yeah, not too bad in there.
Not too bad.
I'm sensing where under that rib though, when when you had some pressure going into the rib, I could feel some, like it was good.
Yeah.
And that feels good too around the hip. Sounds good, man.
So firm pressure, reinforced contact here. Making sure I keep feeling for the hip. But as well as hitting into here on the hip, there's some nice sweeping pressure onto the rib, so you're hitting both sides of the attachments at the same time. And that rib one seemed to resonate a lot more with Ninja, so we'll do another sweep through. This way we'll work with the line of the muscle. So boom, finding the hip, iliac crest, just a nice broad contact with my forearm. Ninja, how are we doing?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Yeah, feel like it's on that hip there,
On that hip.
on the bone.
Bit
There's
of tenderness picked up a bit.
tenderness, yeah. With that kind of feels like it's not too sharp. The pressure, the contact, it's still fairly broad, so I can handle it and receive it well. Yeah, that feels really therapeutic. Dragging that over.
Yeah.
Good.
So we just sunk off that hip bone deeper into the tissue now, but still making sure that I'm catching it, you know, catching it.
It's weird. No, like a cramping just here.
Cramping up there, so probably the fascial continuum all the way through.
Still bit of self. That's feeling like it's okay again.
So yeah, given that bit of intel, I'm probably gonna, and what I like to do anyway is just run this line the whole way up the back, because you're contacting the spinal erectors here as well. Your whole back strap probably shares a lot of fascial attachments with the QL. So we're getting to that bottom rib now, which is the other side of the attachment of the QL. And we'll take it further up the back.
Yeah.
What's that feeling like, Ninja?
Yeah, feeling really good now.
Yeah.
Feels really therapeutic. I'm feeling that spot that was going into spasm.
Yeah.
But I didn't even know there was a thing. So but yeah, under that bottom rib was there's a bit going on.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, just there. It feels like where the spasm was.
Where the spasm was. So yeah, we might just hang out on this spot for a bit. Let the body contend with a bit of that. And just localized here, Ninja.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of a weird spot. It's good. Yeah, it feels good. Fascial work feels good, doesn't it? When it's
Yeah, these kind of long sweeps
yeah.
connected into the... There's just something, I guess, extra therapeutic about these ones, man.
Yeah. Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, let's attack it a bit more specifically. Bit of reinforced thumb happening. So, I'm just kind of wobbling on the erector here, the spinal back strap, and I'm just going to sink off that and into the QL. Contact here, Ninja.
Yeah. I'm good. I can sense around though there's going to be some gold.
Yeah, we'll try and find it.
I'm good. Oh,
Up there.
yeah, it's good, really good. It's money.
Alright, so found a bit of a gold mine here. So Ninja, what I'll get you to do, just lift your head out of the hole there and just banana bend your body this way, even get your arm over the crotch, yep, and just use that to just pull yourself over, yep.
Yep.
And just get some compression in here. Let's just hang out here for a few breaths, man. So we're just contracting the muscle bring some awareness to it with the stimulation of the tissue here with my thumb. Just another way to mobilize the area with a bit of movement as well, and just encourage some additional awareness into there in its contracted state. And so in a moment, usually 5-10 breaths, just acclimatize yourself here. And then when you're ready, Ninja, we'll do the same on the opposite side. So just at your own pace, man. Nice controlled. See if you can open this space up. There we go, man. Just see the movement happening. Yep. So now he's kind of bending into this side of his body, and we're really stretching or opening up this QL. And I guess it's just another way to receive the treatment. You're allowing the space to elongate, a bit more access through here with my pressure. And you're letting go of the space, so there's part of that in the shape with the body, and also the breath and the time taken to treat here as well. Allow the body to let go a little bit. So I've just got like a thumb with a reinforced hip contact in here. So a lot of my pressure's coming from my hip. So Ninja, if you want, we can go back to the right side again. We can just try a couple of back and forths.
Yeah, it's a lot more comfortable this time around.
Yeah, closing up that way, yeah.
Yeah, I can feel little bits and pieces when you're hitting.
Now, can I be anywhere else here? Like where?
Yeah, when you pull down towards my feet a little, there's a spot there. Right on, there's probably one just above. So it must be like a transverse process just on the ends of each transverse process. There might be a bit of a...
I'm just going to change my contact here.
Yeah, feel it on the...
Alright, when you're ready, come back to center. And this next one, you can, just come up into like a bit of a Superman kind of thing, nice and slow. You can use your arms to support a little bit, but use your back to lift you up. Yep. Just lighten the hands, like a lot in the back. Yeah, very good. And slowly come down, kind of like you're doing the worm, keep the back on. You can turn it off at the bottom. And then just come up and down for a couple of reps, and then just really use your QL here, yep. Contact okay?
Yep.
Yeah, good. Nice.
Oh,
Yep, and just hang out there. All right, let's go. We can put that QL on a bit of slack. We'll go side lying Ninja. So face the window for me, man. Let me adjust this one for you. Yeah, perfect.
For that.
Yeah, that's fine. So you can probably see here, Lyo. We kind of come down here and then back up here with the hip. So there's a bit of compression happening in the hip here, which is passive. So it allows just for a bit of slack in the QL. And it's not on, so I can kind of impact it a bit better here as well. Let's find that QL. So far so good, Ninj?
Yep.
How are we feeling, man?
Yeah, good. It was interesting just being on the receiving end of like just that bit apprehensive when you put that, when I saw you go and put the elbow
With
in.
the elbow, yeah.
But then it wasn't a drama, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, so I kind of I was in the shoes of the customer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You
It's
kind of saw this big tool about
Yeah.
to impact it.
Yeah, and it's into a sore area, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna. It's blunt tool as well, doesn't it? It has to be heavy,
Yeah.
It can be. used at a lighter, I don't know what force, if that's the right word.
Yeah, lighter force.
Lighter pressure, and then
Not coming in there like the rock, like the people's elbow, when
Yeah.
I'm just like, you know, doing the finishing move.
yeah.
Any referral, mate, or we?
Nah, it's pretty good. I'm starting to settle right into it and things like that. So,
How does it feel compared to what we were doing before?
yeah, a lot more comfortable. I'm probably the bit that's connecting with the rib. I'm starting to notice that a lot more now. I think you're kind of sinking in, and yeah, that's kind of feels like where the issue is now. You've released off a lot of stuff on those transverse processes, and then yeah, it's just probably a little bit of work through that bottom of the rib or something. That's what I'm just sort of sensing. It's probably what would
Especially in this position, I think because of a little bit of passive compression happening, the hip and the rib can be like very close to each other. So even just with my elbow, you've got your hip on one side of the attachment, and then you've got the rib on the other side, which you're impacting too. So 2 birds, 1 stone. So a bit of twist action here too. Adds another layer of connection to the tissue.
yeah, it's good, man.
Aaron showed me this trick, man. I got my area treated here as well, and it just did twist. Just did something. I don't know what we're doing here, but we're kind of mixing up the tissue,
Yeah,
twisting the fascia. You know, turning it, allowing it to release,
yeah. Unravel
some of the adhesions and the unnecessary stickiness happening here. So yeah, I'm really a lot more connected to the rib now. Ninja's in a bit of grief, but
That's where it needs to be
part of
done.
the process. Yeah, exactly. So once I, kind of made sense that this is the area that probably needs it a bit more, I'm kind of pushing a bit higher up onto the rib. Not as much contact back down onto the hip. So, but knowing how sensitive it can be, now broadening the tool here. So not as sharp with the elbow, more of the blade of the forearm.
It's good.
And so Ninja's, I guess, intuitively kind of rolled over a bit. I guess what he might be doing is just maybe displaying the area or the line. I'm getting a read on this that needs to be swept through, and I think we got a lot of good doing those sweeps up the back. So I'll follow this one in the same fashion. Pressure.
It's good.
Yeah, let's
That
go.
feels good. It's a good move.
So yeah, Ninja's almost on his stomach again, at least this bottom half, but
Oh. Yeah, it was good to keep it broader and
alright, so yeah, that was a bit of a dig and a twist and just unlocking of some of that fascial tension that can be stored in these areas. That low back, there's a lot of movement that happens through there, so good to get it clean out of these areas from time to time, especially when doing your heavy lifts and farmers carries and things of that nature. Ninja, maybe have a sit up, man, stand up. I'm sure you might be feeling a bit of freedom through there, or if you can just, better, worse, same.
it's interesting. Yeah, it feels, that compression feels a lot easier.
Yeah.
But I can just I suppose I can just sense the bones where there's been work done,
Yeah.
and like just knowing that it has been shifted, needed to be worked on to make the
Sure.
change.
So there's some awareness there from
just
treatment.
awareness, so yeah, just treatment. But it's changed, so it's not the original.
Yeah, no, I hear
stuckness
you,
that I
and I
have.
think it can take a couple of days as well. Even if that tenderness starts to alleviate, you'll start to feel into the range of those tissues that we've opened up as well. So you'll be looking a lot better for it next week and in the next couple of days.
That's it.
That's QL with Ninja and Lyo.
Yeah.
All right,
Thank you.
done.
Done.